Hi guys, Courtney Cifuentes here. I was given the task to tell you guys my why I joined, why I stay, why I keep plugging away at it. Well, my why now and my why 2 years ago when I first started look a little bit different. Back then I was a little bit more pathetic. I was a bored, lonely housewife. I didn't have a whole lot of friends. It was the, wham, wham, wham story, whatever. It definitely didn't make you cry. It might have made you cry because you felt pathetic for me, but it wasn't deep and it wasn't I didn't understand the true task that was at hand on explaining what your why was. Now I have a little bit better perception of it. My why now is so my kids can have a different lifestyle. I don't want them, there's nothing wrong with middle class America at all, but I don't want them to get accustomed to paycheck living or not shooting for the bigger things in life because you know that it's never going to happen for you because you worked 40 hours a week and you make $10 an hour and you do the math. Where's the dreams coming from? Who knows? Because I ain't got the money to pay for them. I never want them to have that feeling. I don't want my three girls to come to me someday and say that they're going downtown to get married because they just want to and it's okay when really I know that in the back of their head they're thinking, I don't want to tell mama that I want this beautiful wedding dress because she can't afford it and then she's going to feel bad because she can't afford it and then I'm going to hurt her feelings and I don't ever want them to have to go through that. I want them to say, I want to go to Italy and get married and I can say, okay, set it up. Make the arrangements. Let's, work it out. I want them to have those things, the things that they should have, the things they deserve to have. And I want them to understand how they got those things because mommy worked hard. And I think that sometimes it's hard for us because, we're plugging away, and we have this focus and this drive and we forget about the people around us and that's what I'm guilty of these days is forgetting about the people around me and sometimes I forget to look up from my phone when my kids are talking to me or I miss family functions and it's really really hard for me to get them to understand that I'm trying to build a legacy here. I'm trying to change my family's future and to most people, that would mean going back to school, going to college, and getting a career. Well, I was working 40 hours a week, going to school full time. By the time I get home or get out of it, guess what? I'm still missing my family's life. But there's no guarantee in the end of that 4 years, 6 years, 8 years that I'm going to have a career that's going to help pay back my loans and all the debt that I built while I was going to school. So for me, this is no different. I'm busting my hump right now. I'm on the 4 year plan. Okay, 5 year plan. I totally lied. I'm on the 5 year plan where in the end of 5 years, watch out for me because they're gonna know me because I'm going to change things. I'm going to donate to charities around here. I'm gonna be giving back to Toledo. My kids are gonna have the things that they want and I wanna be able to say no because I choose to say no and not because I'm not sure what I'm going to sell to be able to get them what it is that they want. And I know that that's going to take hard work. I come from a family where, my daddy broke his back for every penny that he had. I know about working hard to get nowhere and to just be able to survive. And I don't want that for them. I want them to start life off as adults knowing that if I fight hard and work hard for my dreams, I can do and be anything and I want them to look and laugh and tell the story of everybody thought my mama was crazy when she came home and said, I'm gonna make us rich on this crazy little rap thing and everybody was like, okay, that's great, honey. Everybody knows that look. That look from the family member, the friend that you're like, I'm gonna do this and they're like, I don't wanna tell you you're crazy, but you're crazy. I still get that look 2 years later. Still get that look. I want them to say all of that. We all sat back and chuckled. Every time she got that look, we all sat back and chuckled because we knew Mama was coming out on top someday and she was changing our family. And that's what I plan on doing. So, what gets me through the hard times in that? Mm, I'm competitive. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not an option to fail on this. I'm going to make this work because every single one of you that say I'm crazy or that say, oh, you can't do that, that's a, blah, 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 it's not going to work, keep saying it because that's my motivation. Every single time you say it, I'm like, watch me. I'm totally passing up every single one of you. I'm doing it. So That's my motivation to keep me going on those moments when I'm having a hard time. I look at those babies and I think, golly gee, I can't let you down. That's not an option. It's just not an option. I don't want you to see another sad day in your life. So for me, my why now is, my boys, I'm going to go to college wherever they want. I have 5 kids. That's a lot of college. That's a lot of weddings. That's a lot of proms. That's just a lot of money in general. It's a lot of food for crying out loud on a weekly basis. I'm tired of buying Kroger brand everything. I don't want to do that. I want to be the mom that has like Kraft in her cupboard for crying out loud. So maybe that's my why right now. I want to have Kraft macaroni and cheese and the slices. I do like their slices there. I'm getting off topic on it. Anyway, so for me, why did I join originally? Because I needed friends. Why am I sticking with it right now? Because I am going to make like generation changes. Like I'm going to have my kids know who I am and say, Grandma Courtney changed the course of our family. And that's what I'm going to do. Why? Because I can. With what? This crazy rap. So, for all you naysayers out there, look out. Watch me.